Hello everyone, BrickShips1912 here with part 2 of my how to build ships. Now, if you haven't seen my last video, I'll put it in the info card in the top right, I believe, or top left, don't know. But also it'll be in the description. So, in the last video I went over finding the scale and the inspiration for the build, which is practically what I do. I always have inspiration for what I've built. But for my scale, I don't build minifig scale. I build nanofig scale. Practically nanofig scale. Like, nanofigs won't feel out of place in it. I'm going to put him back on the bridge wing of the Queen Mary. So, in this video, we're going to be going over how to build it. Well, I can't tell you exactly how to. It depends on the ship, what time period, if it's real, fake, based on a video game, based on anything. But I can tell you how to start it. So, I don't really use the 40... Hang on, I'll pause this and I'll come back. So, for when I'm building a ship, I like to build with the 32 by 32s. That is good for being nanofig scale. It gives it a good, you can go quite big width with it. With this, that's just too big. The only time I used this was for the bridge scenes of the Titanic movie. So get that out of here. So, I'm going to put this back down and I'll show you how I get the length and that, and then I'll have to do some editing. So, say this is the length that I want to build it at. For this length, it's best to build it on a table like I do. This is how I build it. I bring over my desk chair. I wouldn't have my camera out. And I sit. And I have either my bricks where the Queen Mary is. Currently, I've been doing work to her. You can see the forecastle there. And then I have my tub of mixed bricks. Now, the reason why I used mixed bricks is for the strength. I used the one colour bricks to do the outside and make it look all pretty. But if you look inside of all of my ships, except for the largest Titanic that I ever did, that one I didn't do this properly. Hang on, I'm going to put you down for a second, and I'm going to roll the Queen Mary over. Hang on, I'm going to have to take the bridge wing off. Take that off. And voila, you can see on the inside. So the bit that goes down through the center, that's what I call the spine. And then the bits that stick off it upwards towards the walls of the ship, they're the ribs. Basically like a real ship. The keel, so the keel, the main part of the ship, and then the ribs, even though a ship like Queen Mary would have bazillions more. I'm just going to let my cats out of the room, because they want to get out. Okay, with the spine and a rib cage, they're there for the outer support of the sides and the top, because the top is resting on it, and it will give it something to weigh on when you pick it up. Because I've had a lot of my older ships, older ones that I've built before, they've either caved in from the roof or the sides have squished in from me over moving it. I'm going to pick up Queen Mary again. Oh god, she's heavy. So, you can see it in there too, underneath the forecastle there. And this really only matters if you're doing a huge ship. Say something like this. You can build this to be a full interior, like, whole thing. Same with my Nomadic and Traffic. They're a solid bit of Lego, practically. Titanic's like Queen Mary. She's got a spine and rib cage, except the older versions of Titanic didn't have proper ones. That's why in the Lego animation of it, I could actually get it to break. I didn't actually intend that. I'll clean that out of the way. Also, the way you layer out the outside hull to be over top, so it's overlaying each level, will actually add support. So, what else is there to touch on for the build? I can't really tell you how to do the bow, it depends on the ship. Can't tell you how to do the width, also depends on what you're building. And can't tell you how to do the stern. For me, the stern is always the hardest, it always takes me the longest to do. And the Titanic has had so many sterns. The Titanic stern has gone through so many designs. So, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoy this series. There will be a link to the last episode of this series. It will be in... Also, comments are back on. So please comment down below for anything, or you can join my Discord and I will directly return a message to you, or follow me on Instagram for more posts about ships. So, thank you all for watching. Goodbye. See you all in the next video.